Listen up. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast belong solely to the podcast participants, and not to any participant's employer, organization, committee, or other group or individual. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. You know, for fun. So lighten up and enjoy. Are you enjoying?
Yep.
Episode 55?
Yep.
Of the Soft Serve podcast?
Yep.
You're lying.
Yep.
You have your hair down tonight.
I had it up all day.
I like it. It looks very nice.
I really need a haircut.
All right. Episode 55, in which we tell people about a very boring weekend and the list number 37 from the 52 lists for happiness, which is list 10 ways to get excited in the next 10 minutes. Okay?
Okay.
We good?
Yep.
All right, everybody. Sit back, relax.
Get excited.
Enjoy the show.
The Soft Serve Podcast.
Creamy, delicious ideas without the creepy truck.
One of these days, we're going to get a creepy truck. I know it.
Maybe we are the creepy truck.
Oh, maybe we are the creepy truck. What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know? What do you think?
Huh.
What are you adjusting over there?
My bra strap.
Your bra strap?
Mm-hmm.
Say bra.
Bra.
No, bra.
No, bra.
Like they do in the South. Bra.
Brassiere.
Say bra.
It's a brassiere.
A brassiere. I like the way they say bra in the South. They go bra.
I don't think they say brar.
Yeah, they do.
No.
Why do you think they don't say bra?
They say over the shoulder boulder holder.
Nobody says that.
That's not true.
They say brar. Brar, brar, brar. Brar.
It's a little judgy.
Ma, your brar needs adjusting. Get your brar, Ma.
I don't think so.
It's appropriate because this evening, what are we drinking?
I don't know. Evan
Yeah, you
Williams,
do.
Jack
No,
Daniels.
how dare you. Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey. That was my little tribute to the Southern folk and how they say brar.
I don't think they say that.
Well, I think they do, and that's all that matters.
I think you should look that up.
No, they say brar.
I don't think so.
All right, well, this is the show. Welcome to the show. Episode 55.
Aren't you excited you're here?
Yep, starting off with brars. And it's
Are
only
you
going to...
excited in the next 10 minutes?
This is only going to be an hour-long show. We're not doing two
Maybe
and a
it's
half
a half an
hours.
hour.
Great, half an hour, even better.
Because we got a lot of TV to watch tonight.
Oh, feels so much better if it's half an hour.
All right.
Let's
not commit ourselves to an hour.
All right, but I want to start off, as we always do, by telling our listeners and our friends and old listeners and new listeners alike, if you haven't already, please subscribe, download, share with a friend. Tell your friends about us if you enjoy the show. You may hate the show. It's very possible.
You hate it while you're listening.
I recommended the show to some people recently who I suspect may end up hating it. I don't want to say any more than that. So, who knows?
Okay, then.
But if they got through the last episode, maybe they're coming back for this one. I don't know.
We should have split that one into two.
Yeah, you know what? It's very funny you said that. I was actually thinking that myself. But it's too late.
Yeah, because it ended up being 2.5 hours.
And it would have saved us from having to record a lame episode this week.
I don't think it's a lame episode. Listen,
What, this week?
we needed a break.
What do you mean we needed a break?
We needed a boring weekend.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so we're drinking Jack Daniels
you know what? This
Tennessee
weekend
whiskey.
might just be as boring.
coming up.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's going to be very exciting. We'll tell people later what we're up to, but let's do it. Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Shall we roll into news? Anything else we want to say in the intro?
Nope.
Hang tight because we're going to be talking. This is good. I have a really good list. It's the 10 ways to get excited in the next 10 minutes.
You're all over the place.
You know why? Well, I'll talk about this a little bit. My elbow is high right now. It's interfering with my ability to...
Is it for real?
I think my elbow is high.
Oh.
We'll talk about why in a little bit. So anyways, let's roll into news and shout-outs, shall we?
Mm-hmm. Did you mute my mic?
No, your mic isn't muted. Why?
I didn't hear myself.
No, you're not muted. I wouldn't mute your mic. Not while the show's actually going.
Oh, okay.
I only mute the mics on the disclaimer. The disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I mute the mics.
Do you want to talk about your high elbow?
Um.
You can move it up on the list.
All right. So I've been suffering from tennis elbow.
But you don't play tennis.
I do not play
Let's
tennis.
just be clear.
Or do any other kind of sport
There's no
involving my arm.
There's no tennis happening at this house.
No, but I was reading that
It's typing.
you can get tennis elbow from typing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a true
So
story.
I spend a lot of time on computers and on
Yeah.
cell phones typing.
Yeah, it's
That's all I
repetitive
do.
motion.
Typing.
Yeah.
Get your mind out of the gutter. It's not any other kind of repetitive motion. It's all typing related.
Yep. Typing. Which arm is it? The left or the right?
It is my arm.
Your what? What was that motion? What? It's your what arm?
I'm afraid there are kids awake upstairs.
It's just Ted.
My
Maybe. The other.
masturbating arm. And my fingering arm.
Ugh.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anyways, that could contribute as well. It's possible. All of those things. So typing, masturbating, fingering. So I have tennis elbow from all of this.
What are
And
the symptoms of tennis elbow?
excruciating pain whenever I bend my elbow.
So don't bend your elbow.
I have to. I live in the world. I have to do things. I have to bend my elbow. So anyways, I've been really not wanting to get back.
Masturbate?
No, well, that's a whole different thing. We talked about that before. I have a whole stand-up bit on that, which is, it's funny, but it's not funny because I'm successful in about 9 out of 10 attempps to masturbate. I fall
That's a
asleep
lot.
usual.
9 out of 10.
Oh, sorry. I fail 9 out of 10 times.
Because that was a pretty
Thank you.
high success rate.
Yeah. No. No, I usually fall asleep if I attempt to at night. I mean, and part of the problem is
I'm right there.
when we lay down to go to sleep, you're asleep within 5 seconds.
True
And it
story.
takes me a long time to fall asleep. And one of the things that helps me is self-pleasure. Now,
Whether or not you finish.
I rarely ever succeed.
Mm-hmm.
It is an extremely rare circumstance where I'm able to get myself to completion. So I don't... But maybe I'm like falling asleep. Maybe as like after I'm asleep, my arm is continuing to move. And maybe that's contributing to the tennis elbow. What do you
I
think?
think we should rename the tennis elbow.
What should we call it?
I don't know. Anyways, so because of the tennis
Right.
elbow.
And I don't want to take... I've like basically weaned myself off of ibuprofen.
Completely.
More or less, I only take it if I absolutely need it. Like I ruptured a disc in my back 2 days ago, so I took a little bit just to kind of help me sleep. But I'm not taking it every day like I used to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being very careful about how much I take, because I don't want to fucking eat a hole in my stomach with that stuff. It'll cause ulcers. It's not good for you. I've been really lucky because the amount of ibuprofen I've taken over the decades, I should have ulcers and holes in my intestines, but I don't. When I got my colonoscopy, they said I looked fine.
That's good.
So, but remember that episode I had a few months back where I thought I had a stomach ulcer?
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out it was just I ate a bag of habanero ghost pepper Doritos. And I didn't realize it. I didn't put two and two together that maybe that was causing my issue. Anyways, I was scared at that point and thought I had an ulcer from ibuprofen, so I stopped taking it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'm fine. But so, not wanting to go back to taking lots of ibuprofen, I decided I would try a balm.
A balm?
A balm. A topical cream consisting of equal parts CBD, okay, which is the non-psychoactive anti-inflammatory component from cannabis or marijuana, Mary Jane, grass, weed, and also equal parts THC, tetrahydrocannabinol, which is the psychoactive component of marijuana, cannabis, Mary Jane, weed.
Got it.
So I've been putting that on my elbow this is the third night.
It's very skunky smelling.
And that's menthol you smell.
No, it is not.
Well, anyways.
Just menthol.
My elbow has been getting high.
I still don't understand what that means.
It's like all tingly and it feels like it's throbbing. It's just like, it's high. My elbow is high.
Okay.
And I think it may be seeping into my bloodstream too. So I have a high elbow. I'm doing this podcast with an extremely high elbow.
Yeah.
So
it's not over his head, people.
What's not over my head?
It's not high.
No, my elbow is intoxicated.
I'm making a stupid joke. All right.
Okay. So I have a high elbow.
Got it.
All right.
Crossing it off the list.
I don't know why you made me do this out of
why?
Out of the sequence.
Why?
No,
That's
I
what
did.
A pen is for.
I did have a thought.
You had a thought? I'm glad.
About what else to do with this balm.
What?
Because if my elbow is high.
What else do you want to be high?
I don't know if I should say it on the podcast. Should I?
No.
Well, anyways, I'm thinking of creative places to use the balm. So, stay tuned.
All right.
Stay tuned.
So this weekend was daylight savings time.
You don't want to talk about my creative...
No, it's the end of the world. It's the season of seasonal affective disorder for those people who suffer.
So, based on your comments, it sounds like you don't like daylight savings time.
It's not that I don't like daylight savings time. Let's be clear. I don't like less sunlight in my day.
I hear you, but you don't get less. If you wake up earlier, like I do, you get more light.
You still have a narrowing window until December 21st. The days are still getting, the daylight in the day is still getting shorter. Yeah, but that has
nothing to do with daylight savings time. Daylight saving time just adjusts your waking hours. So you have
fully aware.
So you have
daylight savings
more light. Like if you are like me, and you wake up early to go to work, you get more light. That's the purpose of it. Was to benefit farmers who got up early in the morning, so they had extra light to do their work. So for me, from that perspective, I enjoy it.
Great.
I also biologically, your hair looks amazing.
What are you talking about?
I can't stop looking at it.
Giant frizz bomb.
No, something about it.
God.
Did you see the thing on the internet today? We'll get back to daylight saving times in a second. Of a picture of what Chewbacca would look like shaved. It's horrifying. You gotta Google it. Here's my phone. It's terrifying.
What does this have to do with my hair?
Because you've got like Chewbacca like hair going on. It's awesome.
Yeah, internet. That's not cool.
A mane.
A mane.
Yeah, it's really nice. So, anyways,
Naked Chewbacca.
I don't know. Show it to me. Let me see.
No, I'm asking
it's just like
you what to look up.
What Chewbacca would look like shaved.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you find it?
Photos of fully shaved Chewbacca will give you nightmares.
Yes, that one. Do you see it?
No, I'm looking for it. Keep talking. Why are you stopping?
I'm waiting.
As
I'm watching you. I'm looking at your hair. This is taking you too long. You do not know how to search on Google.
What the fuck?
Did you find it?
I mean, I found the article. I just don't see a picture.
Oh my God. Here, give it to me. I'll find it for you. Come on. You should have found it by now.
Here.
Unbelievable. You could reach your arm a little bit further across the thing.
I want to stretch out your tennis elbow.
All right, so you just click on images. And it'll pop right up. Oh, naked Princess Leia.
Oh, sure.
Wow.
It'll take 2 seconds.
Fully shaved is in the... No, I didn't tell you to... Okay. I didn't say naked Chewbacca. Shaved Chewbacca. Okay.
Kitty.
Here it is. Jesus Christ. Just do what I tell you next time and you'll see it. Now, describe to people what you're seeing here.
I'm seeing nothing except your tennis elbow.
Okay. I've handed Stomping Jen the phone with the pictures of what a fully shaved Chewbacca would look
All I
like.
see is his head.
That's all you get to see.
He just looks like a Neanderthal. How do you say
A
that?
Neanderthal? You said it right.
Yeah. This isn't horrifying in the slightest.
Oh, God. All right.
I don't understand what you're trying to show
This
me.
whole thing failed. So never mind. All right.
All right. Can we
Thanks,
move on?
Stomping Jen.
All right. Daylight savings time.
Appreciate it. Anyways, I like daylight savings time.
Great. I'm glad you like it. I like lots of sun in my day, and I don't like little
Again,
sun.
I've explained to you, if you just wake up earlier,
It
you'll
doesn't
get
matter.
more sun in
Look
your
at
day.
your watch and tell me how many hours of daylight we had today.
Today, hold on, I'll tell you in a sec.
I can tell you not enough.
I have a thing on my Apple Watch that tells me how much.
Doesn't matter. It's not enough sun.
Today was 10 hours.
Yeah, not enough.
Yep. So
I need at least 2 more hours.
Get up earlier if you want more sun. Now, the thing I like about daylight savings time
Is that at 5 o'clock it feels like midnight?
is that feeling of having extra time when you roll back the clock. Like, I just feel more relaxed. Like, my day doesn't feel as rushed. I feel like I can feel that I've gotten extra time somehow. It's the strangest thing. And I never recover from setting the clocks forward in the summer.
Spring.
In the spring. I never get over that until November when we roll the clocks back. And I love it. It feels great. And I love that. I love that waking up the next morning and feeling, feeling like it's later than it is, and then picking up your phone and seeing, oh, it's really only 7 o'clock. I felt like 8. I get to go to sleep for another hour. That's the greatest feeling ever.
Okay.
What?
Yep.
What do you think about that?
I told you I like the sun. Because what's on your next on your thing? It's getting cold.
Yeah, well, that's different though.
I don't like cold and I don't like dark.
I used to love the cold, but I am liking it less and less the older I get. I'll be honest with you. I actually do. I dislike it intensely now.
Time to move to Florida.
Do you remember when we first started dating 23 some odd years ago? I would just walk around in sweaters.
Yep.
I never wore jackets, no matter how cold it got.
Yep.
That's a thing, I think, when you're young. You don't feel the cold as acutely.
I don't understand that.
No?
Mm-mm.
Why?
I don't know. I need a better jacket.
No, I bought you a really nice jacket that you never wear and you hate.
What are you talking about?
I bought you an LL Bean jacket.
Zipper's missing.
One Hanukkah. Take it to LL Bean. They will repair it.
Also, I need a gray jacket.
Why do you need a gray jacket?
Blue is not a good color for me.
Blue is a great color for you.
Mm-mm.
It makes your eyes pop.
I'm going to pop you. I need a black or gray. Neutrals.
Black?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want a black jacket? Why do you want neutrals? Why don't you want to shine?
When it comes to jackets,
Yeah.
I don't need to be flashy. Boots, however.
What if I got you a sparkly jacket to match your boots?
Did you?
What if I did?
I would wear that.
Okay, so you do want to shine.
It's more about the cut of a jacket. The
Well, what is
jib,
the cut?
The cut. The
What is the
jib.
cut you prefer?
For a winter jacket? I
Yeah.
need full coverage.
So you like them uncut?
Uncut?
Yeah. Do you like them cut or uncut?
Boy.
Jackets. Do you like your jacket? What cut do you like?
I like the cut of your jib.
Okay. Describe the cut of the
I don't know.
jacket you like.
I would have to have like a suite of jackets to look at right
Do you
now.
like your jackets?
Like a little
fitted? You like
yeah.
them fitted?
I don't know. You see the jackets I wear.
Well, I have news for you. The jacket I got you is fitted.
Fitted?
Fitted.
It stops at my waist. That doesn't keep me warm. I need to cover my butt.
Does your butt get cold?
Yeah. It's fucking winter.
Oh, I have one that goes down to my knees.
Right? And that's a
I'm like
cozy, right?
I'm like an old lady.
Igloo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
All right. So you want a fitted, sparkly jacket,
mm-hmm.
right?
Potentially.
All right. We'll see what we
Like
can
what
do.
Space Unicorn got was like.
Purple. Hers was purple.
Uh-huh.
Did you go to LL Bean to get that?
No, Target.
Okay. My jackets are from, well, my really nice winter jackets from LL Bean.
Well, I will just say that every year Space Unicorn makes us get her new jacket. So.
But I think I need a new one this year because mine
Yeah.
has a hole in it.
Well, yours has had a hole in it for a couple of years.
I know. But you know me. I
You
wear
don't buy nice things for yourself.
No, because
Did
I
you
don't.
check to see if that we had any packages? Did your package
No.
come?
What package?
Your new shoes.
I thought you had it shipped to the store.
Oh shoot! Did we?
That's
No,
what I
no,
thought.
it's coming. They wouldn't let me. Your
For-
new Doc Marten slip-ons.
yeah,
Aren't
I
you
wore-
excited?
yeah, I
Did
wore-
you like the brown ones? Tell
Yeah,
me
so
about
Stomping Jen got me a pair of slip-on Doc Martens, brown ones yesterday. We ordered some black ones. I wore them today. They were nice.
So let me just rewind because you wanted your requirements were a pair of slip-on
Right.
dress type shoes.
Right. Did you say we're going to rewind? Go ahead.
That weren't going to have holes in them at the end of the semester.
Okay, go ahead.
And so, every time you look at the dress shoes, you were looking at fancy ones, which are very pretty and nice to wear, except when
Right.
you want them not to develop holes. So then we found a nice pair of Doc Martens.
Yeah, which I will also wear holes in.
No, well, they have thick soles. Their soles
I
are
like
thick.
thick soles and I cannot lie.
Their soles
You
are
other shoes
thick.
can't deny. When I go on a walk.
I think they'll hold up a lot better.
I hope so.
They're Doc Martens. I wear my Doc Martens all the
Why
time.
will Doc Martens hold up better than my Dockers shoes, which I wear holes in every year?
Because Dockers are not meant to be worn outside around. How many miles do you walk a day?
10,
Yeah, there you go.
something like that.
Okay, Doc Martens are. Your computer.
Oh, God.
Your
Yeah.
computer woke up.
I'm going to ignore it for now.
All right. So daylight savings, and it's
Yep.
getting cold, and the leaves are falling. And what are we doing with our leaves?
We are not raking the leaves.
We are not
Yep.
raking the leaves.
Hold on.
It's taking too long. It's taking too long.
Hold on.
No, it should have
Hold
been an
on.
immediate thing.
Hold
Now you've
on.
lost the momentum.
Hold on.
Nope.
Hold
You
on.
may as well not even
Hold on.
bother.
We're not raking leaves.
We're not raking leaves.
Now, why are we not raking leaves?
'Cause
Let's
it's
talk about this.
Stupid. It's better to just mulch them back into the ground.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. If you do any reading on this, the consensus from people who seem to know anything about the environment is that you should not rake your leaves.
Why do people rake their leaves?
Because it's an aesthetic thing, and I feel so under pressure by all of the people around us. I want to start by saying I think all of our neighbors are perfectly lovely people. I enjoy them. I like living next to them. They're nice. But I do not understand why people feel they have to go after every single leaf in their yard.
It's like busy work, I feel like. Like they need
I
something
have
to do.
way too much to do.
I just don't understand.
I mean,
Like it needs to go back into the ground. What are you going to, you put it in a plastic bag and put it in a landfill, or you burn it? Like
no, they
how
dump them out into the woods.
Why?
Some people actually put them in bags and have them carted away. No,
Why?
we live in an incredibly rural area where we're surrounded by dozens of trees. It's like a forest's worth of trees fall
But
in
not
our
only
yard.
that, first of all, like at the end of in the spring when your lawn comes back to life, it looks fine. And
Yeah.
we didn't rake. So what is the leaves doing to your lawn?
The only thing you legitimately need to do, in my opinion, regarding leaves is get them out of your gutters. That's it.
I think we should keep them in the gutters.
You're
like
wrong.
pets.
Oh.
We should like build them little houses. I'm kidding.
Leaf pets. You could be onto something.
Leaves in the gutter.
Pet rocks were a thing.
Yeah. So we can make
Pet leaves.
pet leaves.
Anyways, I don't get it. I feel under pressure every year. I feel like the neighbors are looking at me and
Nobody's
judging
looking.
me and
Nope.
mad at me because
You know that
our leaves blow into their yard.
Nobody's looking at us.
I just feel like they're like, oh, those stupid leaf leavers. We're leaf leavers.
Leaf leavers.
Yeah. And I posted something on Facebook about this, and like people were like gleefully declaring that they're all about raking up their leaves. So I don't understand.
I don't.
So I'm here to declare there'll be no raking.
No raking.
I will at some point
Mulch.
get out the leaf blower and blow the leaves away from the front of the garage and then chop those up with the lawnmower.
Okay.
But there will be no raking of leaves here at our home.
Cool.
Okay?
You know what you don't have on this list at all?
What?
It's Halloween.
Oh,
Like, I don't even know how you missed that.
did that happen?
Yes.
All right, what do you want to say about Halloween?
So, Space Unicorn
Yep,
what was she?
a goth girl.
A goth girl, but then she like needed some blood and she did some like some cool blood work.
She did she created a wound on her hand out
Yeah.
of tissue paper and fake blood that I bought her.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
It
it was
looked
really
awesome.
it looked great.
Yeah.
It looked like professional level special effects.
Yeah. She looked great.
Yeah. And Ted was
Demented Mickey Mouse.
like a psychotic Mickey Mouse.
Which was his backlash for us, God forbid, taking him to Disney for a week.
Yeah.
This is his way of repaying us.
But he made the whole thing out of like felt
Yeah.
and foam.
And
it was good. It
styrofoam.
looked good actually.
No, it really did look good.
Both of them are very creative.
Yeah.
They have your creative energy.
I think it's your creative energy.
No.
I
You
think
were
we've combined creative forces.
you're the one who you make stuff out of stuff. You like make things out of materials. I don't do that.
Yeah. Not really. And then after the candy divide, the famous candy trading where the 4 kids, we have our neighbors come every year.
Yep.
We walk around with our Baileys and Kahlua coffee.
That's right.
And escort the children around their cul-de-sac.
Yeah. And then everyone comes over to Chateau Soft Serve and divides up the candy.
Right. So Ted, who is quite sweet, made sure to put together
Don't you mention it.
a bag.
Don't do it.
For Sawtooth and myself.
How
And
dare you expose me?
Full of candies that he knows that we both enjoy. You want to tell us about what happened to that candy bag?
Nothing happened to the candy.
wanna
Let's move along. Yes, I muted. I muted you.
Put it back on.
Okay, it's back on.
So
Go
just
ahead.
tell the nice people of the world what happened to the candy. Go ahead. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Well, I took sensible portions of the candy and ate them.
He ate all the Twix, people. And not only did he eat all the Twix,
Don't tell what I did to the Twix.
he
Hold on.
totally
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
the Twix.
Hold on, because I think people are probably going to be disturbed by this story. I'm going to give you some spooky music to tell what happened to the Twix too.
I don't like this spooky music.
Go ahead. What happened to the Twix?
You ate.
Do you want me to talk about
yes,
it?
I want you to talk about the Twix.
What happened? All right. This is embarrassing, first of all, let me just admit. Okay, I don't say this to be funny.
We've talked about this on the podcast, about how
Okay.
you do this. This is like your MO.
Okay, so I'm going to tell what happened. Okay.
In your own words.
I opened up the cabinet where the candy was. Okay, I took down the bag.
Labeled
Right, that said
for
mom and dad. I looked in there and there were 2 tiny little Twix bars.
No, there was 7.
There's about 8. Right, and so I took out one, right?
And then I took
hold
out
on,
7.
Hold on. I took out one, and then I put the bag back in the cabinet because I was really only going to eat 1 Twix, right? So I
Was it
peeled.
because your elbow was high?
My elbow might have been high. I peeled open the wrapper, right, and I looked at the Twix, and I said, I bet the most calorie-heavy portion of this Twix is the little cookie crunch underneath.
It's probably not true, by the way.
So I chewed the caramel off the top of the first Twix.
That probably has the most.
Right, and then I nibbled off a tiny end of the cookie so I could just taste it. And I threw the cookie away in the trash.
I still can't believe you did that.
Right, and then I was...
What is the word I'm looking for? You massacred?
Deconstructed.
No, it's terrible what you do to food.
And so then I was standing...
Cockamamie idea.
I was standing there after I had done this.
And you were not satiated because you didn't eat the cookie.
Not feeling satisfied. So I
Right, 'cause you
opened...
didn't eat the fucking cookie.
I opened up the cabinet. I reached in and got another Twix. Closed the cabinet.
Meantime, I can hear him downstairs rummaging through the cabinets. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
I peeled like a little mouse. I peeled open the other. I peeled open the next one, and chewed off the caramel and took a little bite of the cookie.
And then you threw the cookie away.
And then I threw the whole rest of it away.
Wait, you threw the whole fucking thing away?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
So I did this with about 7 other Twix bars until I was full.
Why didn't you just eat 2 and
I know.
be done with it? You're
I would have been
so
done with it.
ridiculous.
In my mind, I was doing the right thing.
No.
So
You ruined all of my Halloween candy.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
Then I took some to the movies with us.
Right.
But I only took like 4 or 5 pieces. And there was
Okay.
still half a bag left.
Yeah.
And I went to get a piece tonight.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A piece of what?
it doesn't matter because there was 3 Reese's Pieces and that was it.
You don't want to know what happened to the
They're all
ones-
gone.
Well,
I don't think there's any chocolate left.
they're not all gone.
Oh, wait. Did you eat the outside and leave the peanut butter? Oh, my God.
So with the Reese's, how I eat those,
Oh, my God.
is I chew off the ridges in a circle and just get a little bit of the peanut butter along with the chocolate. Then I toss the rest in the trash.
Why?
I have a problem.
You really do.
I'm mentally ill.
Have you ever talked to your therapist
No.
about this? Can you do me a
I have-
favor? You need to.
I have much bigger problems than how I eat candy.
I need to know why you do this.
I'll ask him.
It is. I've never met a person in my life who does this.
I had somebody I work with tell me they would kill me if they knew I did that to anything that they made.
You do it to every single thing I bring into this house.
I have a
And
problem.
then I make.
I have a problem.
Okay, I don't think
All right.
there's anything else we need to say about it.
All right, is that it for the Halloween
I think
story?
that's it for the Halloween story. I don't think we should talk about this next thing.
All right, hold on. What next thing?
Whatever you have next thing.
Let me see. Because it's not appropriate?
Yeah, I don't think we should talk about it. Because it could. Let's just not talk about that.
Oh, okay. Well, but we've talked about it in the past.
It's okay. We don't need to talk about it right
But
now.
why?
I don't want to. That's why.
All right, that's fine. I'll respect that. But you still get I had a really exciting topic to
Oh, it's not exciting.
talk
people.
about.
This is way more
people with.
exciting. So Saturday,
All right, what happened Saturday?
we took the dog out on a
So we have a
journey.
dog. We've talked about it before.
Where is the dog?
She's sleeping on the other room on the couch in front of the fire. Her name is Asbury.
Why are you telling them all of this information?
Why? It's a dog.
Okay.
Are her dog friends listening to this podcast going to know
No.
who she is?
I'm saying people should know already.
Well, they don't. There could be new listeners
Okay, go
who
ahead.
haven't listened to all 54 episodes.
We took our dog to the soccer
We
game.
took. Now, I want to mention that other people who know our dog, her nickname is Slimy. Okay? That's what they call her, Slimy. And it's because she's just like a little wormy weasel of a dog. So we took her. Man, my elbow is getting really high. We took her to. What?
You're ridiculous.
So we took her to the soccer game because we wanted to get her out
Yeah.
and not leave her home
What does
alone
this
all
have
day.
to do with her being slimy?
I was mentioning that people call her Slimy
All right.
because she's a jerk.
All right. We took her to the soccer game. This
Yep.
is very exciting news, people.
And for the whole game, I had
She
to yell at her to
whined.
lay down. And she whined and she kept getting up and she kept trying to go see the other dog. She wouldn't listen to me. And then, like, finally, after 40 minutes of yelling and screaming at her to lay down, she started to lay down.
She was exhausted.
And then people walked up and were like, "Oh, I wish our dog was that well behaved."
No.
Yeah, there were some
sir.
people saying that.
Who?
It doesn't matter who.
Not the people who witnessed her being spazoid for
No.
a half an hour.
Other people, but they were like, "Look at her, she just lays there." They're like, "Our dog would never do that." So that was something.
Okay. Let's move on. So then we got
You
rid
made
of...
me bring it up.
I did not. You put it on the list.
Well, it's because it's something that happened.
Oh my Jesus. So then we got rid of the kids.
What do you mean we got rid of them?
They went to sleepovers.
Okay, Ted and Space Unicorn were gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what kind of wild night did we have?
Oh, it was so wild.
Let's talk about it.
We went to go see the Terminator with a friend of ours.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. E.
Should we talk about our thoughts? No, let's talk about it in the entertainment
All right.
section.
So we went to see Terminator, which we're not going to talk about.
We got a large popcorn.
Yep.
And I haven't had movie theater popcorn in a while, like 2 months. It was so good. No?
Yeah, it was good.
You didn't enjoy it?
I did.
Now, I was thinking that was going to be our dinner.
No.
Well, that was my plan.
I don't understand why that was your plan, because you had 7 Twix pieces.
Well, I lost 3 pounds last week.
I know. I gained it all back.
Me too, because of the fucking movie theater
no, it's
popcorn.
because we were walking like 8 miles a day.
Yeah, so anyways, I was hoping by eating the movie theater popcorn and not eating dinner Saturday night that I wouldn't gain all back the
So,
weight.
Can I just stop you
Mhm.
for 2 seconds? if you just ate regular meals, you wouldn't feel hungry. And
I
then
do eat regular
you
meals.
have these, no, wrong. You eat pieces of Twix bars.
That wasn't a meal. That was a snack.
You think that movie theater popcorn is a meal. Wrong.
It was a meal.
No.
It was like 800 calories. It was a
That
meal.
It's not a meal.
What is it?
It's just empty calories. It's not a nutritionally appropriate food item.
I think you're wrong.
If you just ate real food and not bars and popcorn, you would feel better. Okay. So, I said we needed to eat dinner, people.
Okay, so
So we went out.
we went to one of our favorite. We went with Mr. E
Mr. E.
to a bar in Northampton,
that we've
Massachusetts
talked about before.
called The Dirty Truth.
And it was dirty and there was truth told.
Was there any truth told?
Yes.
Did I say anything revealing?
No, there was a woman, our server, and she was saying how somebody had walked off the job.
Oh, they rage quit
They rage quit
in the middle of their shift
in the middle of their shift.
and left everybody hanging.
So she was just like, sorry, just know that we're understaffed.
You're going to get shitty service. Get ready for it.
She preempted the whole thing.
Now,
But it wasn't shitty service. It was okay.
yeah, the food wasn't that great. I ordered a hummus plate, which for some reason was
Wait.
called a meze plate.
Okay, because it wasn't a hummus plate. It was a meze plate. Look up meze.
I don't want to look up meze.
Look it up.
What is meze? No, it should have been
Just-
called hummus plate.
It wasn't just hummus. There was other things.
And then for some reason,
because
you yelled at me for ordering a pickle plate.
That's not what happened.
Meze. It's some stupid word, I bet.
Yeah,
Meze.
it's Italian.
How do you spell it?
Mezze.
Huh. Meze. What does it mean? A selection of small dishes served as appetizers in parts of the Middle East, the Balkans, Greece, and North Africa.
Okay, so let's just recap. It had crackers. It had olives. It had artichokes.
Yep.
It had hummus.
What was at the center of the plate?
There were peppers.
Wrong. That was on the pickle plate. What was in the center of the meze plate?
It was small dishes.
You won't say it because you know it proves my point.
What
what
was
was it?
hummus?
Hummus was the center of the plate.
It wasn't a hummus plate.
And all of the things around it were meant to be dipped in the hummus and eaten with the hummus.
Anyways, people, this is not a meal either.
Therefore,
that is an appetizer.
it was 100% a meal.
So you ordered it as your meal, except then when she said, do you want it to come out first? You were like, yes.
It was my meal.
And leaving Mr. E and me to be like, why wouldn't his meal come out with our
and
meal?
then so for some reason she comes back with our first round of beers, and you were like, "Oh, he meant to have the meze plate as his
Meze.
meal, and we'll take a pickle plate as an appetizer." That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I wanted my hummus plate first.
As an appetizer?
Oh no. I wanted to eat before you and Mr. E.
Why would you want to do that? It doesn't make any sense.
Because I was hungry. The popcorn was not a satisfying meal. Like I anticipated it would be. Reality caught up to my tummy. What?
Oh, God.
It's so funny.
You're ridiculous.
Why? I wanted my hummus plate. Anyway, Stomping Jen would not let me have my hummus plate when I wanted it.
I want my hummus plate now.
Yeah.
You're ridiculous.
Right.
Absolutely ridiculous.
So,
All right.
my hummus plate came out with the rest of the food.
Right.
And
As
what
a
did you
meal
get?
should. I got a kale and sweet potato salad.
Okay. And Mr. E got some kind of chicken sandwich.
No, it was like an amazing, like,
Did he let you have a bite of that?
No. It looked really good, though.
Yeah, it did. And I noticed he didn't offer.
Because we had fucking nothing.
All right, so
then I got French fries.
then we got French fries.
Because why not?
Yeah. And then more beers.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Then we went home.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried the balm
And made your elbow.
on my elbow, and it got my elbow high for the first time.
So ridiculous.
It's true. So,
Oh, boy.
that was Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Last Saturday.
How many hours are we at? 3?
What is this date today?
The 4th?
November 1st.
It's the 4th.
November 4th, 2019. We're 45 minutes. We'll finish this in an hour. I promise.
Uh-huh.
We'll speed things along.
Okay.
Okay? Getting tired?
No, I want to watch TV.
Okay. So then the next day, we went, we had to go pick up the kids and shit and take
But
them
then we
to
didn't have any.
take them to do some things. So Stomping Jen and I went to another local establishment, this time in Amherst, Massachusetts, to a coffee shop called Amherst Coffee.
What a surprise.
Right.
Dun, dun, dun.
This place is... Let me start by saying I walked in. I was saying to Stomping Jen, I really would like a cappuccino. I haven't had a cappuccino in a while.
A cappuccino?
Right? That's a coffee drink you can get anywhere, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That makes coffee and has coffee bars.
You can get it at Dunkin' Donuts.
You can get it at Dunkin' Donuts. You can get it at Starbucks. You can get it at other local coffee shops. It says up there on the menu, cappuccino. So, we walk in.
Did you want a cappuccino?
I wanted one. And we walk in, and I'm looking up at the board, and it literally says 2 things on it.
3.
It says hot coffee, iced coffee, and
Espresso.
espresso and steamed milk.
Espresso with milk. Espresso with foam.
Espresso with foam. Right? I'm looking at Stomping Jen. I say, where the fuck is cappuccino? I want cappuccino. She's like, oh, they don't put...
You mean Al Pacino?
She's hooah! Hooah! I was in a movie called Scent of a Woman. Guess why they call it that? Hooah! I play a blind guy. Hooah! I could smell a woman from a mile away. Hooah!
Does she have a scent?
Yes. Hooah! Scent of a woman. I was in a sequel
No cappuccino?
called Scent of a Man. It didn't do as good. Wah! Anyways, I wanted a fucking cappuccino. I said to Stomping Jen, where is cappuccino? She goes, oh, I think that's espresso with milk. I said, well, why the fuck can't they call it cappuccino? And then I remembered I was in there like a year ago, and I asked for a cappuccino. And the fucking douche rocket working there looked at me and was like, oh, we don't call it that here anymore. Like, why can't you call it cappuccino? It's cappuccino everywhere else in the world. I want cappuccino. So I walk up to the counter, right? And the guy's just staring at me, right? And I mind you, last time I went to this place, before my therapy appointment to get an iced coffee, I walked up to the counter, and the stupid hipster working there was just looking at me like I'm supposed to say something to him first. I was the customer. I expected a hello or what can I help you with? He said nothing to me. He just stood there and stared at me, so I just stood there and stared back at him. Finally, he goes, can I get you something? That is shitty customer service.
All right.
Okay.
So cappuccino.
So this time, I walk up, right? And at least to this particular asshole's credit, he said, can I help you?
Mm-hmm. He was friendly.
I said, oh, he was friendly until I ordered cappuccino. I said,
I told you could just order the cappuccino.
I said, I'll have a small cappuccino. He looks at me. He goes, huh. Okay. He goes, yours will be the only cappuccino on the board. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? I even said that to you.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Stomping Jen, what does that mean?
We had a whole discussion about it.
I said, what does it mean mine will be the only one on the board? And tell him what it meant. You explain it.
No, because they don't make them.
No. So it was his way of saying, oh, you're the only asshole uncultured enough in this whole establishment to order a cappuccino. Everybody else here knows it's espresso and milk. Fuck that guy. Why did he have to say that to me? Why did he have to say yours will be the only cappuccino on the board? What is that?
It's Amherst Coffee.
Yeah, so I'm telling everybody who listens to this podcast, and I know we have listeners in Amherst and in the Pioneer Valley.
You're going to go there.
Do not go to Amherst Coffee.
I know I'm going to see a receipt the next time you have to go.
And if you
somewhere.
do go to Amherst Coffee,
Order a cappuccino.
don't buy into their pretentious bullshit and order espresso and foam milk. Order cappuccino. Walk up to them and say, I want a cappuccino.
What's a cappuccino?
Hooah!
All right, enough of this.
It's espresso and steamed milk, baby. Okay? Cappuccino. We order cappuccinos. We don't order espresso and foam.
Are we at an hour?
No, 51 minutes. We do not order espresso and foam, ever. It's cappuccino.
Cappuccino, Al Pacino.
Okay, everyone, please support your friend Sawtooth. Go to Amherst Coffee and order cappuccino.
What about a frappuccino?
Oh,
Can I order a frappuccino? Sawtooth, right?
they will. There's a trap door in front of the register. If you order frappuccino
Well, they just open it up.
or
What
a
about
pumpkin spice latte,
What about a mochaccino?
they hit the button on the trap door.
I went to a Starbucks
Yeah.
and they had the board and it said B&W something, B&W, like they had 3 drinks listed as a B. And so I'm like,
Did you ask what
I was
B&W
like,
is?
what is B&W?
Yep.
And she just like looked at me and she was like, started like explaining to me what was inside of them.
Okay.
I was like, no, I don't want to know what's in it. I'm like, what does that stand for?
Did she tell you?
So it's like a chocolate mocha mixed with a white chocolate.
It's like black and white cookie.
Yeah, but
What kind of Jew are you?
what kind of Jew are you? I don't know.
I knew that, and I'm not even Jewish.
Okay, is this Starbucks?
Yeah. And guess what, Amherst Coffee?
They didn't have any B&Ws.
No, they don't have espresso and foam.
All right, cappuccino.
They have cappuccino.
But they do have Al Pacino. Oh.
Hooah!
Wait, we didn't talk about the celebrity that was in Amherst this weekend.
Okay, go ahead. Talk about the celebrity that was in Amherst.
What's his name?
Chewbacca.
Oh, the other one.
Han Solo.
Yeah, what's his name?
Han
Harrison
Solo.
Ford.
Mark Ford?
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Was in Amherst.
He was in Amherst?
Amherst, Massachusetts.
What was he
I think
doing
he
there?
has a kid that goes to Amherst College. It was Parents' Weekend.
You're outing Harrison Ford.
It's like on the news. Like people know. It's on social media. Really?
Yep, really. He just
Really?
outed Harrison Ford.
Did not out anybody.
Now he's not going to come on the podcast.
Like he was going to come on the podcast. Listen, I guess he does. Like he visits his kid over at Amherst College.
He's probably a fan of the Soft Serve podcast.
You should write to him and see if he'll come on as a special guest. And you can talk about Matt Crowley killing him.
Who's Matt Crowley?
Kylo Rowell, dude.
Milo Crow?
Milo Crow. Put it in my tackle.
Yeah. I mean, do you think we could get him on?
I don't know. You can only try.
Would he come to our
I
house
have no idea.
and sit on this couch next to you?
It's possible.
He's like a bazillionaire. He wouldn't come here.
So he has to come to Amherst.
Yeah, but he stays at like nice places.
He can come at the Chateau Sawtooth.
He doesn't come to
It's
the
Stomping Jen.
Chateau Soft Serve. Nobody comes here. All right. Wow, way to divert things. You want to finish this in an hour, huh? All right. And the only other thing in news to report is I'm getting close to finishing my poem.
Your what?
My poem.
Why do you say it like that?
Because that's how you say it. I dumbed myself down and said poem, but I'm getting close to finishing the poem. Now, once the writing of the poem is done, production on the poem has to begin. There'll be recording of the poem.
Can you stop saying
There'll
that?
be adding sound effects to the poem. We'll see. It's going to be good. I'm almost done. Getting there. With the writing of the poem.
Okay.
Been working on it for about 2 months. It's going to be my magnum opus.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Now, are we ready? We go into our lists. The 52 list for happiness, list number 37. List 10 ways to get excited in the next 10 minutes.
That's one way that you just got excited
By reading a list?
for your bumper.
Yeah, I love bumpers. I like making them. I think I'm really good at them. No? You disagree? Alright, you don't seem convinced.
Love you.
Wow. Am I the only one who thinks I have any talent?
I don't know what that means.
Like I just said, I think I'm good at making bumpers, and you're staring at me like that couldn't possibly be true. Like you don't believe it.
How many things do you have on your 10?
Oh,
list, 10
God.
ways?
I apparently can't count, because...
Because it's 7 pages long.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. How many do you have?
10. I wrote numbers 1 through 10.
Oh. All right, well, why don't you read yours first?
That's terrible.
Because mine will be better. Go ahead.
Do 10 jumping jacks.
Okay. That will excite you?
Blast a Tool song.
Blast a Tool song. Okay. You like Tool. And that music excites you. Okay, go on.
Look at pictures.
Okay.
Book a tattoo appointment.
Huh. Okay. I like tattoos.
Buy concert tickets.
Okay.
Or movie tickets.
Okay. Buying things.
Dance party.
Okay.
Shop.
Okay.
Call a friend.
Any particular friends?
No.
All right, go on.
Then I wrote hubby.
What does that
I
mean?
don't know. Whatever you want it to mean.
Oh.
All right. What is yours
Hubby.
say? What does yours say?
All right. All right. These are the many ways I can get myself excited in the next 10 minutes. Okay.
Not the 10.
Drink coffee. Eat candy. Poor Stomping Jen.
Candy.
Read an inspirational quote. Think about a project I want to do. Fantasize about being mega rich. Watch porn. Play with the dog. What? What? Text Stomping Jen.
Why is the dog between me and porn?
Make plans to do something. Listen to music. You had that.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the gym. Drive fast. Call someone in my family. Weigh myself.
Why would that excite you?
Not in a good way. It just gets me excited. Buy something on Amazon. Think about dying. Let anxiety take control of me. And put balm on my elbow and get my elbow high.
Oh my God.
Those are the things. Okay?
Thank goodness.
That's it. List 38. I'm glad we're almost done with this shit.
What is
We only
that?
have 12 more left to do. List the things you're curious about. Okay?
We would have 14.
These lists have become the least interesting part of our podcast, I think. I'm ready to move on from them.
You're not curious about what's next?
I just read what's next.
List the things you're curious about.
Oh, that was a joke? Oh, I'm not curious. My elbow is high. I cannot think.
Okay.
I can't. No, I'm not. I'm done with. We have to think about what we're going to do after these lists so I can make a new bumper.
Oh my God.
Right, but we'll need.
I think we need to craft a podcast about how to make a bumper, like the actual process from start to finish, what you go through
That would be fun.
for you.
Yeah, for me. All right. How are we entertaining ourselves?
I have no idea.
Another good bumper. Almost done. We're at 1 hour. We got this.
I fight against
We did 2.5 hours
Come on.
last time. All right. How are we entertaining ourselves? All right, real quick. We're watching The Watchmen on HBO.
Who watches The Watchmen?
Silicon Valley is back on.
So funny.
We love Silicon Valley. We're watching that. We're behind on The Walking Dead.
Really behind.
We're watching that, though. I'm continuing to read a book called Swan Song.
You've been reading this book a long time.
Oh, it's 1,000 pages. It's going to take me 10 years to finish it. And finally, we're going to give a spoiler review of Terminator Dark Fate. We saw that on Saturday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so real quick, Terminator Dark Fate is a direct sequel to Terminator 2. Linda Hamilton's back.
Arnold is back.
What the fuck is that guy's name?
Arnold.
No, the guy who directed it.
Oh, James Cameron?
Thank you. James Cameron produced it. The guy who did Deadpool directed it. It should have been really good.
It was good.
It wasn't really good.
I loved it.
You loved it?
I'm not a big...
Okay, go ahead. What did you
I'm
love
not
about it?
hugely entrenched in the Terminator franchise.
Anyways,
But I really liked it.
tell me what you liked about it.
Linda Hamilton was awesome.
Yeah.
Arnold was hysterical.
Yeah, he was good.
It was a good story. It got me interested in what was happening on the screen. I was
Yeah.
engaged. I wasn't bored.
All right, all of that's true. I just didn't like the special effects. I thought they were really cheap and done poorly.
I think they were reflective of the way that they were done back in the 90s.
I think one of the big mistakes they made, okay, the story was decent. They could have focused more on the story and done a more down-to-earth, grittier version than the huge $190 million movie they did with the gigantic special effects they didn't need. The movie made less than $30 million at the box office. I think that the first Terminator was done like incredibly cheaply. And I think if they had done a movie like that focused on the story above all else, it would have been more successful. Like you said, I thought the story was good. So here's a spoiler warning. Like, one of the things I loved about it, if you remember anything from Terminator 1 and 2, the whole point is Sarah Connor is being hunted by Terminators because her unborn son grows up to defeat Skynet, the evil computer network that takes over the world and nukes it to hell. So in Terminator 1, they send back a robot to try to kill her. And Terminator 2 continues that story when her son's a little bit older. So in this movie, Terminator Dark Fate, like in the first 10 minutes, a Terminator shows up and just blasts her son to death, John Connor. And that ends up...
Being the end.
being the end of
The original timeline.
the original timeline. And so what happens in Terminator Dark Fate, though, is artificial intelligence, not this computer network, Skynet, develops into an evil presence. And this is something, the risk of AI becoming self-aware and turning against humanity is something lots of people in the technology field talk about and warn against, like as a very real threat. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, like a whole bunch of other people, they talk about it. It's like the genie that you can never put back in the bottle if it decides to develop. And if it does become sentient and self-aware, it's going to happen so quickly we won't know about it, likely, until it's too late. And there'll be nothing we can do about it to stop it. So anyways, in terms of a valid storyline, like I loved it. In terms of a replacement for the Skynet future, it made sense. So this story follows these new characters through their journey. Because just like in Terminator 1 and 2, there's a character who in the future goes on to fight the AI. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't like my recap.
It's just going on a long time.
Well, what do you want to say about it?
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie.
The special effects were horrible.
I don't know what anybody expects special effects to do.
Don't do special effects if you can't do them well. They look like little cartoon characters bouncing around on a video game screen. All right. That's it. That's the end of the podcast, right?
We're done?
We did it. We did it in just over an hour, okay? That's what we said we were going to do, a quick one. We can go watch TV now, okay?
Yay.
So listen, people.
I feel this is very abrupt.
We love you. Well, okay.
No,
let's keep
fine.
going. We'll go another hour.
I don't want to go another hour.
Anything you want to say?
Bye now.
So it's not abrupt? All right. I want to say this. We love you. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe, download, tell a friend. Spread the word about your favorite podcast. The Soft Serve Podcast. And with that, I say to you, bye now.
Bye now.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. America knows that this world of ours, ever growing smaller, must avoid becoming a community of dreadful fear and hate. Those who have freedom will understand also its heavy responsibility. That all who are insensitive to the needs of others will learn charity, and that the sources, scourges of poverty, disease, and ignorance will be made disappear from the earth. And that in the goodness of time, all peoples will come to live together in a peace guaranteed